Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we have a weapon mod here. This is the 6 Messengers Pump Action Rifle Shotgun. So, it's a rifle and it's a shotgun, and it could be either, and it's pump action, except for mine isn't, because I have one of the unique variants, or legendary variants, I guess I should say. There's 2 legendary variants out in the world. One of these is the Devil Slug, which you currently have here. It's a semi-auto, reduced damage, but increased reload speed. So this mod is normally appears on gunners, right? So it'll spawn in the gunners. It doesn't list a level. The 6 Messenger is a watcher of the channel, so if you could leave that information down in the comments, like what level you need to be, or just any level, and it will start spawning on gunners. But you can use shotgun shells here, which is currently equipped on this thing, or 44 magnum rounds, which is kind of interesting, right? And then it does, the other variant is the Annabelle variant, which is a brush rifle kind of thing, which is at around Vault 111. We'll take maybe a look at that later. Maybe I'll find that a little bit later. But it's kind of an interesting shotgun rifle hybrid here. So obviously we have this weapon here. We'll shoot it off. I mean, this is semi-auto, so I could tap, but there's no pump here. And then obviously you reload it by feeding shells into it. It makes enough sense. This one comes with a built-in, what is it, threat scope or something? I forget what, smart scope or something. But this one you buy from Clio. I want to mention here too. I just bought this from Clio, this Devil Slug variant. So we're going to go take this unique variant to the weapon workbench and take a look at what we can do with this. And then we'll go try to find the other variant and stuff. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright everybody, I'm back here at my settlement. I'm going to the weapon workbench here. So we'll take this weapon and see what we can do. So you do the 2 receivers. 44 mag is less damage, but increased range, right? So it's meant to be used as a rifle. So I'm just going to shoot this off just because I want to see what it shoots like, right? We are making bullet noises, and I imagine, you can't use, it still looks like we're loading, I guess it looks like we're loading shells, and I was going to try to show that off in third person, but we can't currently with the smart scope on there, the smart recon scope, that's what they're called. But you can put what looks like, I guess, a pin sight. That's interesting. That's not something that was in there. But mostly just combat weapon scopes, right? It looks a lot like the combat rifle or combat shotgun. Functions similarly to glow iron sights, glow ring sights. Pin sights, though, I think are something unique and interesting. We'll put those on there. Short or full stock, heavy barrel, hunting barrel, exceptional range. It's like a hunting shotgun variant, but also that makes the most sense to use with the rifle. 44 mag bullets we got in there anyway. Excuse my camera animations. Hold on real quick. There we go. So we can shoot this in the third person. Obviously you can see that big recoil bounce. It's still, I think I'm seeing the vagueness of a shotgun shell in there. We're not like loading 44-70 government rounds, I guess, or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. It's 44 mag receiver, like 44 magnum bullets, but not, I guess, like the pistol bullet then, right? We didn't look at those sights in first person. That's what we were gonna do as well. We take a look at the pin sights, right? Like that's just a little pin. That's, I think, unique to this mod. That's something that I haven't seen before. But the thing about this, I have bullet counted reload on it. It does not work with bullet counted reload. Okay, just to be clear. So if I shoot once, 5 times. Okay, put 5 things in there regardless. Okay, so that's just something to mention. Armor piercing trigger, I guess we have a difference between triggers here. It says improved rate of fire, but I guess the hair trigger is actually improved rate of fire because the armor piercing trigger is the same as the standard. I don't know why the standard trigger list is having an improved rate of fire. Calibrated trigger is the lower rate of fire, but hits the hardest. But it hits the same as the hair trigger. So I'm not sure why you wouldn't use the hair trigger. Like, I guess because we can shoot this as fast as we can now, which is that seems good. That seems like a decent rate of fire for what we're getting out of this here, like a high-powered rifle. Or, I guess, shotgun. That's the cool thing about it. It does do some interesting things. But I guess you do better critical shot damage, right? Is the thing you get from the calibrated trigger. So obviously you can make a heavy frame to do the most damage, but it has the most weight. Mostly applicable in survival mode. I don't know too many regular vanilla players worried about weight too much. Currently on light frames, so at the weakest, standard is 96. Increases accuracy as well to increase the heaviness of the frame. We obviously put the heaviest frame on there. You could put a suppressor on there, obviously for sneaking, muzzle brake compensator. You could put the paints on here. They're going to look probably a little weird, but these are the Creation Club paints. You Pikmin paint your all the institutes and all the things. I don't really care about that too much, and you won't have those unless you have those. I got all those for free though, so it's not like at some point anyway. So overpowered receiver, advanced receiver, I guess we'll go with. We don't. I mean, overpowered is an extra tier up, so that's interesting. So you have like your shotgun or 44 mag. You have barrels, all the way up to a hunting barrel, which is pretty cool. That's a unique thing. You know, you put a full stock on there probably. Short stock only if you're really worried about weight, right? You got all these different kinds of scopes you would want here. You know, you can put sniper scope on there. You can put your recon scopes on there, night vision scopes. You can put your dot sights. You can put your short scopes, your iron sights, all your running sights, whatever you prefer here. You get it all the way up to overpowered receiver, technically. I guess we'll put that on there just to put it on there. You can calibrate the trigger, which is interesting. I really like the 6M's way of doing this, right? With the separate sections for each little thing. I guess we could put a suppressor on there. And we get the idiot's event to pop off of that. Very quick. But that's the 44 mag, right? So, like, this one you'd probably actually want to be, like, some kind of scope, maybe? Or at least, like, a dot sight. But I'd probably put, like, a short scope on there, to be fair. Like, this is how I would run this, right? I would very much short scope, snipe people off with the 44 mag, reload. But, I mean, if you know me, I'm a shotgun man. So this one's supposed to be a shotgun anyway. It had the shotgun receiver on there by default. I'd still put the over. I mean, obviously you're gonna put the most powerful receiver on. I put the hair trigger on for the maximum rate of fire, applicable in VATs and stuff. I don't know if I'd make it suppressed. I guess this is no muzzle because we switched it to the shotgun. We still get the hunting barrel on there though. I put like a glow ring sights on there. Those are like my preference for just even the combat weapons, right? Like this is a nice little circle. That's very easy to, with a dot in it. There's a little bar in there. Sounds like a shotgun. Works like a shotgun. Very powerful, I imagine, gun. We're going to go get the other one, though. I'm going to go look and find Annabelle, the other unique variant, somewhere by Vault 111, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Hey, everybody, I'm back. I found Annabelle. It took me forever. Of course, it's at Deacon's little post out here outside Vault 111. This is obviously... I mean, there's a railroad, stealth boy, all that stuff, purified water. This is where Deacon has been scouting out the vault. And we have Annabelle. So Annabelle has a lot of cool, unique effects. It obviously is the 44 mag version by default. But yeah, obviously you can switch between back and forth between. That's the whole point. It's a pump action shotgun and a rifle. Okay? But this is consecutive hits deal increase in damage, improved speed, reload speed, and VATS hit chance, 25% less action points cost. So this is like, you know, definitely leaning towards the sniper rifle variant of the two things, right? By default, the Devil Slugs is supposed to be a shotgun that's semi-auto. Now this is where we're going to show off the fact that the weapon is pump by default. Obviously, the Devil Slugs is not pump, so it does make it different. This one is reloading quite slowly. Feels slower. I think the other one has improved reload speed, right? So like the Devil Slug, increased reload speed. Increased isn't like longer, or I guess it says increased so that is longer. The pump is very slow, but I'm gonna go back to my weapon workbench, and I'm gonna kit this one out towards the sniper variant, and then I'll get the other one out towards the shotgun, and we'll test both of them out. Obviously, this Institute Crow needs to die. But I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright everybody, so I'm back here at my weapon workbench. We're going to be customizing the weapon here. This is the Annabelle, so we're going to make this the sniper thing. Still want the hunting barrel, still want the full stock. Short scope is probably fine. Obviously, if you wanted to go nuts with it, you'd really want to put like maybe like a long scope on here. You'd maximize sighted accuracy, and you could scope from the longest distance. You'd want still the overpowered receiver. Even though it's listed as overpowered, you'd want the most powerful thing. Maybe a calibrated trigger for critical shot damage on the sniper rifle thing would be better. Maybe an armor piercing too for that benefit, even though it does less damage because you're picking things off at range. And you know, there's that. Heavy frame still is maybe the way to go. Light frame is okay. Heavy frame is obviously going to do the maximum amount of damage. The weapon's weight is going to affect like your movement speed, but I don't know if that matters too much. Heavy frame is the way that I would go with it. And I'd obviously put a suppressor on Annabelle as a sniper, right? That would definitely be the way that I do this. So we have essentially the two main unique variants of this gun. We have a suppressed pump action rifle, a 44 mag pump action rifle, and we have the other one here, the Devil Slugs, which is like a close range semi-auto shotgun. As the unique variants, obviously, if you want the basic variant of this gun, you do so by, you know, finding it on gunners and stuff. We're going to spawn in some gunners in my Zombies Run arcade mode when we test these weapons out, and we'll see if we can find a regular variant. No guarantees of that. I have a lot of mods right now in my load order that are like spawning weapons on gunners, and people always pick gunners as the thing to spawn enemies on, so it is a little bit weird. So I'll see you guys when we get to my Zombies Arena arcade mode. So everybody, I am back. Hello. We are going to go to the Zombies Arena arcade mode here, right outside Diamond City, of course. If you haven't seen any videos of mine, this is just mostly where I go to test weapons. we'll go. Why not go to the satellite station Olivia? We haven't been there in a while. We always go to Super Duper Mart because it is literally the best. But you know, some variety for the sake of variety. Let's spawn in some gunners because that's where the original base version of the weapon is supposed to exist. I'm already kind of getting shot at by this man here. Why don't you eat the shotgun shell right to your chest? Like, just absolutely turn that man into meat. Potted meat right there. That's this man right here. He is now potted meat. Obviously, like I said, does not unfortunately work with bullet counter reload, which is going to be a big negative for some of you, and I understand why, because that mod is wonderful. And I mean, I just have to shoot every shell every time, right? That's definitely part of it. So we're gonna spend a round each. I don't see the weapon yet, and it is difficult to find. I prefer being able to just craft the weapon. Obviously, it's cool that the legendary variants exist, so you can just at least get those, because I could kill probably lots of gunners and never find the shotgun. Obviously, here functions like a shotgun, but and the rifle's gonna function out like a rifle. Obviously, it's a 44 rifle, which is kind of a unique, interesting thing as it is. But also the deal here being that that you could do both. You could turn either one into either one. Not necessarily anytime, obviously, you need a weapon workbench, but you can have both a shotgun and a rifle off of essentially one gun, which is, you know, a cool, unique, interesting thing. It has, you know, all the attachments you'd want from both of those things to make a functional version of either. Obviously, we're going to show off the sniper here. We're going to use VATS because that's how you actually snipe with a suppressor. There's another one in there, though, which I did not realize. Oh, there's 3 in there? I mean, obviously, it's just perfect headshots. That's why you put the longer scope on there. We do have quite a slow reload, but with a sniper-type weapon like this, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I have no idea why I'm in danger, or why these men spawned in with laser pistols exclusively. It must be like a leveling thing. Like, they're just programmed to spawn in at a lower level. They're going to be right in here, shoot you right in the face. That man's going to be like, oh no, dude, my homie, he got shot in the face, but you shouldn't be able to see me. You're going to vaguely know where I'm at because you're going to shoot there, but you're not really going to know where I'm at. So what I'm going to do here is actually manually shoot so I can show off the pump effect here. They're coming around the mountain when you come, so you have to pump, but that's plenty quick enough. It's way faster than a bolt, I'll tell you that, right? And that is everybody already? At least all the people we freaked out. So that is most of the people. There's the alarm has not gone beep though, so there's definitely still people in here. Some more manual shots, maybe some third person. Well, I guess we can't really do third person shooting here with this because it's got a scope. We could do that though. I still haven't got a good look at the pumping animation. Guess we could shoot this up a little bit. It does seem like it's working like a pump though. Apparently it's based off of Doom's N37 mod, which I may know or may not know. I've covered a lot of mods in my time, okay? But I mean, you guys get the idea of the weapon. It is a pump action rifle shotgun. Pump action rifle or pump action shotgun, you can pick and you can choose and you can make it both at any given moment that you'd like to. You could obviously sit here with what most of the time is going to be a pump action, right? This Annabelle's a pump action. This shows off what the base variant's kind of going to be like, right? And it is very cool and powerful. You shut the fuck up, iBot. You're trying to get me copyright claimed. But you can also get the cool Devil Slug variant just by buying it, right? And you can make this a rifle if you wanted to, and then you get full semi-auto. My screen was like doing some weird flickering there. I don't know if that caught on video or not, but that's just some weird stuff. But yeah, you could do a semi-auto, obviously. It does make it look weird though, because obviously you have the pump action mechanism on here that's not doing anything. But, you know, a nice, powerful, essentially enhanced combat shotgun that's also a rifle combined together. It's a cool, unique little mod there, and a fun gun that I'll probably end up using here for a little bit just because I'm having a good time with it. If you guys would like to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page, so you can download this mod for yourself there, as well as the Nexus mod page if I can find it on there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video, I appreciate that. If you guys didn't like the video, you can dislike it. That's your prerogative. If you guys are new to my channel and you haven't yet already, make sure to subscribe. That we can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.